Hey guys, what's up? It's Andy from Varda's Motor here. We just finished sound check at the Roundhouse in London, our biggest headline show ever so far. 3,000 people tonight, very excited about it on the Godlike European tour. Our new album came out about a month ago, and I thought I should show you some of the guitars that I'm using on this tour. They're all Jackson, they're all made just for me. Very lucky boy, so hopefully I don't ding these up. We got here a custom shop Jackson Warrior, older body, so something a little bit different, a little bit lighter for me. Fishman Fluent ceramic pickup in the bridge. Have no idea what's in the neck. They told me that they were both Alnico, but Chops, my guitar tech behind me, pulled this one out at rehearsals and found out that it's a ceramic one, and this is my favorite one for the bridge. No idea what's in the neck. Single three-way toggle. I don't like the blades, they move too much, and it's also in the position that I like the most, which is a lot easier to get to when you're playing guitar. It's not down here somewhere. One volume, no tone, don't need that. Ebony board, amazing flame maple neck. It's actually a neck through. This runs the whole way through the body, and then the wings that are put onto it are older. We got some kind of Spurzl locking tuners, Jackson custom shop sticker on the top, made by Joe Williams, one of the best guitar builders in the world today. Luminlay side dots, these are green. Green's my favorite color. Floyd Rose, and what's interesting here is we have just a regular phenolic nut, no locking nut. I don't think it's really necessary for how much I use the whammy bar. Maybe it's different for you. This just allows me, in the course of a show, if there's any drastic tuning changes required and I can't get to it with the micro tuners, I can just touch the regular tuners and tune my guitar. I don't know, I haven't run into any issues with it yet. Chops keeps this thing set up real nice. So I can dive like a full 2 tones, pull up, stays in tune every night. It's pretty nice. So this is my main guitar. It's currently tuned in drop A. I use it for, I'd say, about 70% of the set. And it's very comfortable. You'd be surprised. It doesn't necktie too badly. But yeah, that's a fun one. Then we've got the neck. Oh, actually, the first guitar that I play in the set, this is a new one, also from the custom shop. It's like a soloist or a dinky. I'm not entirely sure. This one's a mahogany body with, again, a roasted flame maple neck. And they put my favorite yellow color on the top of it, which is pretty nice. It's a maple cap, but it's finished in, I don't know what you call it, banana yellow, Lamborghini yellow, Ferrari yellow, Bumblebee yellow. This one, for whatever reason, has just got Goto tuners on the back that aren't locking. I think that might be my bad. I might have forgot to spec that out. Luminlay side dots again, and these black shark tooth inlays. Flame maple fretboard, flame maple neck. So going back to the pickups, again, we got Fishman, we got toggle switch where I like it, one volume knob, hardtail. I thought it was important to have a hardtail just as an emergency guitar, you know. If something goes out, if a string breaks on that Floyd, it might take a little bit of time to get it back up to tension and in tune. Whereas with the hardtail, this is tuned to drop G sharp. We use it in Destroyer of Dreams and Slaves Beyond Death on this current tour. This could go up to drop A and it could go down to drop G, the other two tunings that we're using, without much drama. Whereas with the Floyd, you're gonna have a whole bunch of different tension and balancing issues. Really important for me to have a hardtail. And then, yeah, we've got these Fishman Fluence pickups. This is a Alnico, and I can't wait to change it. As soon as I get home, it's getting out of there, and we're putting the ceramic in the bridge. And then we'll figure out what's in the neck of that Warrior, and we'll do exactly the same, because it's my favorite. This one's a bit of a riff machine. To be honest, I don't actually use the neck pickup at all on this guitar, so I guess it doesn't really matter what's even in there. But yeah, we'll change that. Really nice guitar, straight out of the custom shop. Again, built by Joe Williams, somewhere in America. I don't know where he lives. String through body, and very, very sick. Oh, neck through, super important. Mad access to the upper frets. Very, very cool. And then we have my drop G guitar. This one's funny because Chops actually was teching for Periphery in Colorado, where I spend a lot of my time off tour. And I went down to say good day to him, hang out, and Misha was around, And he was like, when are you gonna play Jackson, man? I was like, I don't know, get me some Jacksons then. So I got this, I guess it's the Misha Mansour signature Juggernaut. It is a bolt-on. It's a, I don't know what kind of neck it is, 3-piece maple maybe? I don't know about that kind of stuff. Maple fretboard. I like these offset dots where they're on the high side when you're playing up high, they're on the low side when you're playing down low. Lumen lay side dots. We've got the, whatever you call that bridge. I don't know what it's called. Do you know what it's called, Kim?
No idea.
It's called, I forget, but they make all this cool hardware. I can't read, it's too dark in here. But it's got a, hip shot locking tuners on the back. I like these open machine things, they're very cool. And I had this refinished recently because it was in this cool red that Misha likes, because he likes cars, but I don't really care about cars. So I had it refinished black by this dude Mark in Sydney. He did it in like 5 days for me. This tone knob does absolutely nothing, I'm pretty sure. We've got this blade, unfortunately, three-way. It's a little bit more annoying for me. One volume, same deal again. We've got the Fishmans in here, and this guitar's sick. Of note, the Warrior is a 25.5 inch. This is 26.5, I believe. And so is that Soloist. So a little bit extended scale for the drop G sharp and the drop G on this machine. Keeps the tension up there, which is good because we use the same string gauge on all the guitars. It's a 70, 54, 42, 30, 17, 13, 10 from Ernie Ball Guitar Strings, the Slinkies. And just keeping the same gauge but altering the tuning and then also altering the scale length kind of keeps the guitars feeling pretty consistent for me. I don't have to worry about the way that the string feels under my fingers. It's the same on every guitar. And the neck does the tension adjusting for me. So that's all the guitars. All right, so moving along to our playback rig. This is what plays back any tracks that we have in the show. It's pretty common these days for, you know, a lot of bands, pop, metal, country, to have some sort of like backing track thing. Can't hinge on this enough. It's not playing the music for us, it's just other parts of the music that we can't reproduce live. Whether they're extra synths, orchestras, weird creepy guitar layers where we need to have 17 pedals chained together. We can't even remember how we make these sounds in the studio a lot of the time, so we just take them out of the album and we stick them in the computer, press play. It also controls the MIDI for our Kemper switching, and also generates something called time code, which is what is locking the light show to the music. Also plays back our click tracks, any 808s, any something called slate, so any warnings to the crew or the band like pyro, pyro, comes back in the ears. We've got two machines. These are old, 8 years, 2015 MacBook Pros. They're synchronized using MIDI, and then these radial SW8s which control the switching. So we can go up here and press play on Destroyer of Dreams and close this laptop totally, and the show will keep playing using the B-Rig and no one will ever notice, not even the band. It's pretty nifty, and we just use a little MIDI controller to control the synchronization. So MIDI goes to both laptops, presses play at exactly the same time, and then out of those we have a MIDI merge, so no matter which laptop or which interface is playing, it's going to hit the Kempers. All right, the final piece of the puzzle, or the signal chain for us guitar players, we have our wireless system down here. We are using Shure Axient wirelesses, and then these Radial JX42 distribution units. So basically all wirelesses are on all the time, and you can switch which wireless is going to the Kemper by selecting these little buttons here. It's a pretty nifty little setup, and it goes straight out of those into what's actually making the sound that you hear out the front, which are Kempers. So we've got two main Kempers up the top here, two spares down the bottom, and they're just in case anything goes wrong in the show. We're using pretty much the same profile throughout the show. I want to say it is the profile that we made for the album Dear Desolation, which I think is a 5150 and a Bogner Uberschall. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's that. Blended those amps and those cabs, well, Putney did it for us, and then puts it in the Kemper. It's basically the same tone for the whole set with different modifications, tighter gates, looser gates, reverbs, delays, EQ moves, moves for leads and ambient parts and whatnot. And then they all just get synchronized out of our playback rig. So all the switching happens for us out of the computer, and we have the Kemper remotes on stage, which we basically use as a tuner. Or if I've made a mistake with the MIDI switching in Ableton, then we can switch manually. Or if the computers die, we can still play a show and switch through the show as we need to. And Kevin's pedalboard rig, which is very simple and not dissimilar to most pedal boards that you'll see for bass players these days. Got a tuner. We're normally messing around with this compressor. We've used the Cali 76 by Origin Effects for a lot of years, but one of them died on us recently. So we've switched to this, whatever it's called, Hyperliminal, which is made by Microtubes as well. Sounds awesome. Very small footprint. The Origin's a lot larger and a lot more analog parts in there that can go wrong. NS2, we got a B7K, which is actually providing our clean bass signal. We have that set pretty conservatively on the gain side, really cool, clear mid-range, and then we're using the X7 to provide our distortion for the bass. They both go to front of house into our in-ears, and we can adjust how dirty or not dirty the bass is that way, as opposed to setting it on stage. I mean, this isn't even on stage, so Kevin doesn't even touch it, so nothing can go wrong with it, you know? And that's our little guitar world. So I hope you enjoyed the tour.